All right, today our notes are very short, so I hope that you're super excited about that. Building tables of functions. Okay, the x's, they listed them for us. That is -2, 0, 1, and 3. And just to practice some vocabulary here, what's another name that we know for x values? Domain. These numbers are a part of our domain because they're our x's. So what we want to do is we want to plug these in to the x of the equation and solve, and we'll get our y values. Okay, so first I'm going to plug the -2 into this x as well as this x. So I'm finding g of -2. I recopy this 2. As soon as I see x, I slap my parentheses down. -2 is what I want to plug in there. I recopy the squared, the minus, and the 9. All I have to do is work this right-hand side out, and I will have my answer to g of -2, which is also known as the y. So just to practice order of operations, first thing I would do is exponents. So -2 squared is 4, because -2 times -2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 minus 9 is -1. Now, because I have decided that I would let you use calculators, we could plug that into the calculator as well. So I could plug in what I wrote right here, 2 parenthesis -2, close it. The x squared button gives me the squared, and then minus 9, and you can see I get -1. So either we can use our calculator to help us, or we can just follow our rules of order of operations. Okay, so -2, -1 is the first ordered pair that I got, so I'm going to write that down in my table. And then I'm going to go ahead and plot it too. So remember, the x-coordinates, what you do left and right, the y-coordinates, what you do up and down. So I'm going to go left 2, down 1, and there's my point, -2, -1. Okay, this time my x value is 0, so I'm going to put 0 into this x and 0 into this x. So g of 0 equals 2, slap your parentheses down, 0 squared minus 9. Let's just practice our order of operations. 0 squared, 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. And 0 minus 9 is -9. Now, do you remember that shortcut I showed you if you use the calculator? I can go second enter, and I can arrow over, and I can change that -2 to a 0. I am going to push this delete button, and sure enough, I get my -9. So when my x is 0, my y is a -9, and now all I want to do is plot that point. So I'm not going to go right or left, I'm just going to go down 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now I'm going to plug 1 into that x and that x, so g of 1 equals 2. Slap my parentheses down, plug the 1 into the x, squared minus 9. So let's practice order of operations. 1 squared, 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. And 2 minus 9, -7. And I can try my handy-dandy calculator. Control Enter, arrow over, change that 0 to a 1, and voila, I am correct. So my next order pair is 1, -7, and now I just want to plot this point. So I'm going to go right 1 and down 7. And there it is, 1, -7. Any idea what kind of graph this is going to be? Hopefully you all know, since it's x squared. We'll come back and we'll talk about that again in a second. Okay, now I'm going to plug 3 into both of my x's. So g of 3 equals 2. Where the x's, I slap my parentheses down, plug the 3 in, squared minus 9. 3 squared is 9, because 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18, and 18 minus 9 is 9. Let me just double check with the calculator real quick. Second enter, arrow over, 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 plug in a 3. Voila! It's a 9. Man, we're good. So when our x is 3, our y is 9, and I'm going to plot that point, 3, 9. I go right 3 and up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to try to make this graph. Do you remember when it is x squared, that is a quadratic? Every time you see the highest exponent as a 2, that is a quadratic function. And our quadratic functions are what shape? U-shaped. So I am going to make a U shape out of this. The best looking U that I possibly can. It's kind of easy to make it look like a V, but we want to try to make it look like a U. And that probably didn't draw out very well, so let me try it again. My purple didn't work so good. So just trying to make it U-shaped. It should look something like that. And there is our quadratic function. Now, just to make sure that I'm practicing all vocabulary with you, when you are given x's to plug in, that means you're given the domain. And when you plug them in and you get your answers, that means you have found the range. Your y's are your range, and the x's that you plug in are your domain. All right, that was pretty short and sweet. Smiley face. Thank you.